this the whole time.
Dude, I would be shook to my fucking core.
Kind of crazy, huh?
And we've been talking about doing that.
I know.
Well, you've been talking about. I don't know shit about it.
Because I know that my computer has issues with so much. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Dom Dyl. Yet again, another studio.
Hopefully there's no echo. Just to address that, I think we fixed it, so we should be good to go. But if there is an echo, sorry, it's my voice this time.
Also, if there's an echo, suck a dick.
No, don't suck a dick. It's we need to do better. But either way, hi
you know
guys.
What, you know what? That's kind of fucked up because you're basically saying I need to do better.
Yeah. All I know is if there was an echo on your other podcast, that wouldn't fly.
We ran off our computer microphones for the first 8 to 10 episodes.
I just feel like if there's an echo, for me personally, I'm shutting that shit off.
There's a video lag right now in our other podcast.
And your mouths are off? Just
Freddy's, because he uses an external. So we both use external cameras, but since mine is one that records it, mine's on and the guests are always on. His is off by about a half a second.
Can you edit that?
Do you understand how much time it would take for me to edit a half a second every time Freddie spoke? I would have to...
But wouldn't you just have to change his audio a half a second and then it would be good?
We record it through Zoom, so it's all one track. I would have to copy and paste and then edit every time he talked.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
Yeah, dude. It would literally take hours.
Yeah, that's not worth it.
At all.
That's not worth it.
I mean, if it really bothered him that much, we could just go back to the camera, like the computer camera.
Right.
But it's really not... most of the time, I can't even notice. Especially, when we have guests, there's 3 heads. You're usually paying attention to multiple people at once anyway.
Yeah. Well, guys, anyways, we have a new backdrop, obviously.
And it's not a good one.
So let me just tell you guys what happened. So we have the worst luck when it comes to traveling. The ghost ran us out. Yeah, the ghost, he fucked our shit up. No. So we were renting through Wanderjaunt. We told you guys that. It's like a site like Airbnb, but it's a smaller site. It was a little bit cheaper, whatever. So 2 days ago, they tried to pull money out of Dylan's account. And he got a fraudulent activity alert. And, it was random because it was on a Wednesday. And, we don't pay them till
It's not
Friday.
rare, though, that the fraudulent activity thing popped up. The last time, I actually paid it, my bank just flagged it. So, I don't know.
It was just weird that it was
in Arizona. I don't know.
That it was a random day of the week. It wasn't a Friday, and it was a random amount. We pay them the same amount every other Friday. We pay them the same amount of money. Well, this time it was a different amount of money, and it was on a Wednesday. So I was like, this doesn't make any sense. Why are they trying to pull money out on a Wednesday? I just paid them last Friday. So I checked my email. And I have an email saying, hey, your reservation has been modified. So then...
When you first told me that it was modified, I thought, oh, shit. Maybe, where you asked the first time, they modified it on their own.
But the way that they did the date was how, the UK does the date, the day, and then the month, and then the year, instead of,
a lot of places.
Date. Yeah.
My job does that type of shit.
So, it said, 30-6-22. And I first looked at it. I was like, oh, this must be just, a glitch. Something obviously happened. So then I call the customer service line, which usually when I call or text them, they get back to me lickety-split. So
Lickety-split.
Yeah, so I call this number, and it's an automated voicemail, and it says, it's been during, these tough times, we've had a financial crisis, and Wanderjaunt has closed its doors for business permanently starting on June 30th. And then it says, if you have a reservation after July 1st, you must vacate the property
fuck out, basically,
by June 30th at 11 a.m. They did not call us. They sent me an email on Tuesday, but, it went through my junk mail, and I get so much junk mail. I get, anytime I get an email from them, it goes right to my inbox. It never goes to my junk mail, so I always see it because I get so much junk mail. I've had this email for years, and I need to make an email.
And even still, they sent out one thing about email. It hours before they shut the phones off.
So they gave us a 2-hour time frame. So they sent the email at we'll just say noon, and it said basically what the voicemail said word for word. But then it said you have until 2 p.m. today to dispute anything and call us to get things handled. Well, obviously, we missed that 2-hour time frame. So they have my security deposit.
Handled? Like
just clarification. And I would have called immediately and been like, how do I get my security deposit back? And I'm not paying you guys. Like, you guys literally just put us out. Like, the only way we found out is because they tried to pull money out of our account.
I don't even think that it's illegal for this to happen, but it's also like, they kind of got us bent over a barrel. Like, there's nothing we can fucking do about it.
No, and they know that. So, like, I'm here on an assignment for work, so I'm fucking frantic. I am like, do we need to go back to Denver? Like, I'm not making that much out here.
Imagine if you were here on, like, a week-long vacation.
I know. And then your whole place just gets fucked.
Yeah.
And they owe me $1,000. If I was here on
vacation, I would have stayed there.
Well, yeah, but, like, for me, like, I don't know. So, First, I call my job.
It's a scramble.
Like,
it was legit just a scramble.
Like, I call my job. This is like 3 p.m. in the afternoon on the 29th. We have to be out by 11 a.m. on the 30th. So I call my job that I'm at, like my assignment, and I'm like, hey, this is what's going on. I have to call off for tonight and tomorrow night because I don't know where I'm going to live. But tomorrow at 11 a.m., I'm homeless out here. So, like, there's a chance.
We've been homeless multiple times.
Like, there's a chance that I may have to go back to Denver. Like, there's a chance that we have to pack our shit up tonight and leave in the morning to go back home because I am not paying $3,000 and $4,000 just to finish out my contract. When, I make decent money out here, but the fact that we pay rent back home and I have a bunch of other bills, like my student loans just kicked in.
Not even that. It's just like we made a comment. Like, we pretty much made our financial plan around this is what we're spending a month.
Yes, and like that last minute job, like it really fit our budget. Like, it was really not bad price, and like it really fit the budget. But then, you know, like for me to go rent somewhere for a month and a half, I'm going to be paying probably close to double what I was paying there. And it's for me, it's not worth it.
It's because it's so last minute. It's a much shorter time frame
and
now.
It's just not worth it. It's not worth it. All the good places would be gone. Like, I literally had less than 24 hours to find a place. So then I call my stepdad. And he has tons of family and friends out here in the Phoenix area. So he came through for us, like for sure. So he has one of his good friends out here. And we were actually going to live at this place. Like, because
I think we talked about it on air before.
Like we booked the Wander Jaunt. And then this couple got back to us and said, hey, you guys can rent our home. But then by that point, we already had the Wander Jaunt booked. And they weren't going to give us enough money back to make it worth it, basically. So we ended up saying, like, never mind, we're not going to stay at your house, but thank you. This house is decked the fuck out. Like, it is so nice. We have, like, a full living room, a full den, a full big kitchen.
I got an actual office now.
He has a home office that is so cute. And then we have a whole backyard with an in-ground pool, tons of turf everywhere. So, like, we are definitely
stressful situation,
but it
definitely panned out.
It turned around nicely, but the only
it honestly
downfall,
turned around quickly. Like, boom.
And I felt bad because I could tell this couple was very stressed. They're like, you know, we didn't plan for this. Like, the house is not ready for guests to be there. Like, we just left everything and like dipped out because they're in Canada for the next month to see her parents. They have like 2 young kids, and I was like, look, like, I know this was last minute. Like, I don't expect your house to be immaculate. Like, I appreciate it. Like, I just feel like a fucking, like, bum almost. Like, this is just...
I mean, it's not... It's not our fault. That's the thing. Like, and it's not...
Yeah.
You shouldn't feel like a bum. Like, you had no control over the situation.
Yeah. But they charged us, but we're paying, like, a fraction of what we would have paid somewhere else. And we have tons of amenities. So it's cool. But... it was stressful, and the only downfall is that we can only stay here till August 1st, and my assignment goes till August 20th. But I told my recruiter, like, look.
And my parents come the end of the month?
Yeah, his parents come, like, the 30th through August.
29th.
The 29th through August 2nd or something like that. So we have to be out of here by August 1st, and we can't have guests here. They made that very clear. Like, there are no overnight guests allowed.
There's not really space for them, though. Like,
and they don't really want...
because you don't want people sleeping on their couch.
Yeah, and they just don't really want a lot of people here in general. Like, they don't really want us having friends over. They don't really want us doing much. He said literally, like...
minimal guests, no
overnight.
He
said on the phone, he told me, like, you 2 are the only ones allowed at the house. Like, I'm going to put it on this lease. That way, you 2 are the only ones allowed here. So, whatever. I mean, I get that.
Right.
Whatever.
I'm
not too worried about it. Like, it is what it is. So I called my company and I told them, like, look, there's a chance I may have to end this assignment in the beginning of August because I'm not moving again, and I'm not paying a more, it's just like at this point I'm negative money, and it's just not worth it. Like I travel nurse to save money, to make good money, and at this point I'm draining my savings account and I'm negative. Like, this is just not the ideal situation. Like, I'd rather take my ass back home to Denver and be able to save money again, because I literally have not saved a single dollar being out here, and I've been out here for a month. We kind of
expected that, though.
I did not expect that.
How did you not expect that?
Because my bills, I know that, but my bills, and now that you're paying the full rent, my bills, like, I should be able to save at least $4,000 a month.
But you go out and you do things.
I know.
If we want to be real, the first fucking 3 weeks, you ordered out every meal.
I know. I have not been very good about saving money at all. So this is like,
still got a whole nother month.
The thing about money, though, is like money comes and goes. You'll always find money. You'll always make money, but you don't get to live forever and be young forever. So that's like my mindset.
Personally, I knew myself I probably wouldn't be able to save money out here. Because I was paying no rent, if we want to be completely transparent here.
He hasn't paid rent
the whole time, and now I have. But like the whole time we were in Denver, I wasn't. Mm-hmm. Just because
they paid for my housing
anyway.
Yeah, and like our apartment is not the cheapest, but it's cheap compared to like.
Honestly, like in the state of the world, we have a cheap apartment for what we have.
Yeah.
And the area we're in, like Denver's an expensive place to live.
It's so expensive.
And
and that's what everyone says when I say I'm from Denver. They're like, "Ooh, it's expensive," and I'm like, "I know," but honestly,
what we paid in Columbus, we pay there.
Yeah, but when you think about the Columbus, like the apartment itself, when I was living in New Albany, the apartment itself was not as big, but like you're talking about like upgrades and the fact that it was really, really new, and you talk about like 3 pools and a restaurant there and a fitness center, like all that stuff, like that, and then like they took
the restaurant ain't free.
No, but still though, it's like you have all these amenities.
We got food trucks every other week, bruh.
Yeah, it is what it is, whatever. Denver is expensive, but I have slowly realized I want to buy a home. Like after this apartment.
That was kind of we've been talking about that
like
as
we signed one more lease, but after this lease, like
literally less than a year from now.
Yeah, we're definitely looking for a house to buy. Whether it's a little tiny little ranch style, I want at least 3 bedrooms, but because like I want to be able to have you to have an office, us to have a room, and then have a guest room, but then potentially.
Personally though, like if we have to double up a guest room and an office to start, it is what it is.
I would rather get a house that
we've already discussed that this isn't probably going to be our forever home either way.
No, but I want to keep this property and then rent it out. So I would like to try to find like some sort of like, a good destination. I love Denver though, so it'll definitely probably be in Denver.
And Colorado is a booming place.
Yeah, people want to be there.
And I also think houses are going to go back down in the next year.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's where I'm kind of at, because I want to have a home that we can grow into, that we can decorate. Like I want to go in there and like renovate everything. Basically, I would love to have
that shit ain't all happening overnight.
No, but I would love. I mean, if we find a place and we want to buy a place and we have like 5 months left on our lease, we can just go in there and renovate it. Because I'm not moving in the house until everything I want is done. I think I have like.
Well, are you OCD. Buying a shithole?
No, but like I want to be able to put like my own backsplash up, and I want to be able to put my own ground like flooring in if I want different flooring and different countertops.
Who doing that?
Cabinets. You? I'll look it up on the internet, but I would love to have your dad come out and maybe Carlos come out, because Carlos used to do. When my mom first met Carlos,
You about to fly him out for this shit?
Yes, I'll pay for him to come out, and I'll pay him to do it. Yes, and your dad. Yes. Well, pay for the materials.
My dad will be retired by then.
But the thing is, too, is like I don't need you to be here to do everything. I need you to show me what I'm doing. Like once you show me.
Now that I think about it, my dad will be retired. He would easily come out. He would
definitely come. Him and your mom would love to come out, and like your mom can help like paint stuff and do little shenanigans bullshit.
Make a man out of me.
Yeah, like I just need them to show me what to do and how to do it, and then I can do it. I mean, I can watch YouTube videos, but I don't learn like that. I learn from hands-on.
Same.
Like if you show me one time, I got it and I can do it. But if I'm watching a video, I'm like,
I don't know about that. I've seen you fucking screw on lids to bottles, and literally any jar or bottle, if you do it once, you got it.
No, I'm a hands-on.
That's hands-on. You don't get more hands-on than screwing on lids.
But that's what you call lazy.
There's not.
I don't care.
Guys, I shit you not. Every single lid is cocked to the side. Like if you squeeze it, stuff will come out of it.
But you want to know what the problem is?
Water bottles,
the problem
peanut butter.
The peanut butter is okay, but my water bottles, what I do with my water bottles is on me.
It's the whole thing.
Is I don't
protein. You use my creatine that's fucking off the lid. Like any lid, it's easier to put it on the rail
all the time. Like that.
It's more difficult to do what you do than it is to screw it on properly.
I just don't care enough. I mean, it's honestly it's on enough to the point where it's not gonna fall. Sometimes I don't put the lid on at all. But it's just something that I've always done. Like, I've always done it since I was a kid. That Carlos would always, like, try to get in my ass about it. But I just have never learned. And it's something that I don't even, like, don't think about it. You know how you just do things and it's, like, thoughtless? Like, driving, different things. It's, like, muscle memory. It's muscle memory for me to put a lid on crooked. It feels right.
Well, I can assure you, it's not right.
It feels right. Like, if it's not on crooked, then I sometimes fuck with it till it gets crooked. Like, I don't know. It's just what I've always done. I don't know. I'm a weirdo. I think I might have something up. I think I do have some minor OCD.
What do you got?
Well, I think I have some minor OCD. I do.
But if you were OCD, you'd put it on right.
No, that's a misconception about OCD. People think everything OCD is like neat freak and like doing things repetitively. Like, no. Like the thought of us living in a house without it being renovated and done, like, you know, working around, because a lot of people do that. They move in and then they just kind of work room to room and have everything a clusterfuck. That eats my soul alive. Like, I can't do it. I can't do it. And then what's another thing? Like, I gotta start just pointing it out to you when I feel like this certain thing inside. I think I have minor OCD. And like the fact that like I have like the same repetitive thoughts all the time.
Do you like count things in your pocket?
No.
So I do that. So
but a lot of that's also a small form, I think.
Like right now my chapstick's in here. I'll make sure it's there, but I'll count to 10 to make sure like it's really there and I'm not just imagining. Like I count to 10 really fast in my head to make sure it's there. And if I do it to my chapstick, I also have to do it to my phone, my wallet, anything in my pockets. I have to make sure it's there times 10.
My aunt's ex-boyfriend, Emily's mom, she was dating a guy. He had OCD to the point where like he would like 1, 2, 3, 4, and like tap his pockets all the fucking time.
Mine is every single thing I touch, I have to count to 10.
He would go 1, 2, 3, 4, and like he would count his phone, wallet, chapstick, keys,
nah.
like whatever is in his pocket. But he would do it like over and over and over again, like at least 5 or 6 times, and then we could leave the house. But I have OCD like thoughts, like I don't know, and I don't know. Like I definitely want to buy a house, so yeah, we need to find.
I mean, I also would like to buy a house.
Because our lease goes till next June,
which is damn near a year.
I'm thinking maybe like January, February, start looking for places. Try to get it one in like a month.
I mean, the thing is, like, we
things come and go so fast.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, we can start looking. Literally, we can start looking as early as the end of the year, just in case there's like the perfect thing falls into our lap.
We have to get like a realtor in our corner that can like pull strings and get notification. Hey, this place is going on the market in a few days. Like we gotta snag it immediately because
I had that one reach out to me through Twitter in the Denver area.
Like we need somebody because
that's crazy.
It's you have to do it with somebody.
It's right crazy how big like Instagram and social media is for that. Like. I have a Denver one off Twitter.
You know Ben Wegman?
No.
In Texas?
Wait, no.
He's like that realtor. He sounds like $1 million homes.
Yeah. I already had a dude reach out to me in Phoenix area. Like, hey, like, even if you're just looking to lease, like, let me know.
That's a job market everybody's trying to get in right now is the real estate space, I feel like. So you would have to. And, like, social media is everything nowadays. Like, if you see someone's new to an area, I would be reaching out to everybody. You know, because a lot of people want to do real estate right now.
Right.
Because it's the time to be doing it. Like, you could make so much money.
Yeah, but, like, at the same... I guess. But, like...
Everyone wants to sell their homes now.
That's fine. But, like, realtor is just like anything else. Like, everyone thinks that they can do it. And it's not...
No, and it also depends on the properties you get and the location you're in. Like, if you live in some rinky-dink town...
And I was going to say, like, the market's saturated, but, like, I don't even like that term because every market's saturated. What market's not saturated? Like, everywhere. And I mean,
you have to just
we're
stand
in
out.
fucking fitness training, so it's the same thing. But like,
I am not in that space anymore, and I'm glad to not be.
You kind of are though.
I mean, I guess, but I don't have any clients anymore.
But like the thing is,
I just
like,
can't handle the fucking.
That is the
excuses.
clientele you go after. You gotta be very specific with your clientele.
Yeah.
I don't have that issue.
Well, I can't handle. But the thing is like.
And I have general people.
Yeah, I can't handle the excuses. Like, oh, this happened. Oh, that happened. Oh, my grandma's sick in the hospital. Like, okay, so you're telling me you're with your grandma 24 hours a day? No, she's in the hospital.
But even still,
visiting hours are from this to this.
Look,
like,
here's my thing. That's fine because before you came to me, you weren't doing shit. The gym realistically is less than an hour a day. What are you doing with the other 23 hours? You don't have
sitting on your ass, eating.
So like, it's not even about the one. I could take a client. I swear to you, I could have a client who never goes to the gym, and I could still help them lose weight. It's not even about what you do in the gym as much as it is about what you do out of the gym.
Or like just getting outside and walking, or like running for 15 minutes a day, like doing things that you don't usually do. Like, I'm not saying, hey, get outside and go run 5 miles and don't stop. Like.
Me and Freddie were just talking to someone.
Hey, go take a walk. And they're like, I can't. Like, I just can't find the time to go take a 30-minute walk. I'm like.
Me and Freddie were talking to someone. They said that they average 2,000 steps a day.
That's crazy.
And we're like, they're like, I thought that was a lot. I'm like, literally, I'm not asking you to hit 10,000. Would it help? Hell
5,000.
Go to
minimum.
4,000.
Yeah.
Then go to 6,000. But
like, if
just
you don't
push it.
Look, all you have to do is go to a mall. If you don't want to act like you're working out, go to a mall. Go walk around.
My grandmother used to walk around her dining room table.
For real.
10,000
It's
steps.
not, there's no excuse. But if you just don't want to feel like you're working out, you want to make it kind of fun, go to a mall, go to a park. Like, you don't have to go sit outside and, be miserable. Like,
I legit just be walking
when I go
residential
shopping,
blocks though.
I always hit 10,000 steps when I have a day of shopping.
10,000 steps
realize how much you walk.
5 fucking miles.
Yeah, you don't realize how much you walk. Go to an outlet. Go do something like window shop. You don't need to go spend money, and don't go to the food court. But for real, just go walk around.
I can't lie though, them pretzels be hitting.
For real though, that sounds so good right now. Some Charlie's grilled subs.
I said pretzels. You said that sounds good. Charlie's grilled subs.
This looks good.
You said it gave you a fucking thing yesterday.
I had a busting headache yesterday. I think it was also stress.
You want one of yours? Because, look, guys, we got a pool now. I'm trying to pregame my little pool session I'm about to have.
And I just blew this wrapped up by mouth.
This is, what's today? Friday. I'm off work. I'm off work next Monday, Tuesday. I'm on an extended holiday weekend. Dude, I'm trying to have some brews,
I'm off
baby.
For 2 weeks.
Right when I go back to work. But I got plans this weekend, man. I'm about to hit a pool day. We're doing a pool day tomorrow. Then I'm going to watch the fights. Sunday's a pool day. I'm golfing Monday. We got a month left here. I'm trying to live it up.
Yeah.
Justin fucking said he's back in for golf now. He said,
he's the little temperament queen.
No, you know what he said? He said, I'll go to golf if you come with me tomorrow. I was like, you're golfing again tomorrow? He said, no, to watch the fights at my boss house. I was like, little do you know, I was trying to see the fights anyways.
Cool. He's so funny. He reminds me of a little girl, just like me. Like hissy fits.
He's like, yeah, I should really save money. I'm like, first of all, bro, we're saving money. We're supposed to go to Vegas. We're not going to Vegas, guys. We're supposed to go to Vegas. We're not going to Vegas. Like, you know how much money? That's a solid
grand.
$600 to $800 minimum that we're saving.
And that's the thing about spending money like that is like it's so thoughtless.
It's just
like giving your card to someone in a little booklet, take it, hundreds and hundreds of dollars, but yet you go to.
What do you mean?
Like when you go out to eat and drink, like it's like so thoughtless, and there's just no guilt.
Dude,
like,
you haven't been to like Old Town on a night, dude. Dude, that night.
I'm a cheap drinker though.
I went out with my buddy Raj and Hugo from Twitter. They were in town. They're from like Hong Kong, so I'm like, when am I ever gonna get to meet these dudes again? They just got their visas approved, so like, let's go out. We go to dinner. They convinced me to go out. I was like, all right, like. I'm not going to stay out all night, but I'll come. Like, I never see you guys. I got a beer. They got some kind of mixed drink. 3 drinks was $70 on a Monday night.
I know. It's sickening.
$70?
And inflation is so bad right now. Like, going to these grocery stores looking at shit. Like, a little tiny thing, like this big of egg beaters, which would typically probably cost $1.50, $2.
Egg beaters ain't cheap though.
No, but like it's like I'm talking about a little
I know that. But egg
tiny
beaters just aren't
carton.
cheap in general. I've never seen them for
Are they
$1.50.
not? Because that's what everyone uses in nursing homes because they're so cheap.
Well, it's also just easier than cracking eggs
Like,
and shit.
but the fact that
like
it was
that.
$8 for
No, that I don't understand
that,
because the one we got was $7 yesterday for the double size
but
one.
even that is everything
That's
is so
normal.
expensive. No, it's not.
For the one I get?
Inflation has gone up tremendously.
Look, I'm not saying inflation is not a thing. I'm just saying like that.
That's not normal. That was not normal. I guarantee you, if we were buying that 6 or 7 months ago, it would have been $4.49, $4.50 for that big one.
I've never gotten egg beaters for $4.49.
I don't think you realize. Maybe $5 max. But inflation is up. I don't know how much percentage. I saw it on Twitter. But it is up. The fact that we spent $220, $235 yesterday was absurd.
Well, we actually got a lot yesterday. And we got things that are expensive. We had protein bars and shit. You had fucking multiple cans of pre-workout.
Yeah,
those bitches are $3-4 regardless.
Those are 2 for $4. 2 for $5. That wasn't the issue. Yes, they were.
Okay, so what was the issue?
You didn't grab them.
What was the issue?
Everything else.
Like?
Just everything. Everything is so
You got
expensive.
like 5 blocks of cheese.
Yeah, that was...
Cheese ain't cheap.
Right. I did do that. I want some right now. Guys, I got this yummy honey, like coriander honey, and these little Parmesan crisp, and then I got brie cheese.
I got a urinate.
And I got Asiago cheese, and I got Gruyere cheese, and it's so good.
All for the low price of $49.99.
Yeah, all for the low price of $235. Yeah,
No,
shit's crazy.
I honestly regret inviting you to the grocery store. I was like, hey, I need to go pick up a few things. Do you want to go?
Don't ever take my ass.
As soon as we got the cart and it started filling up, I was like, how much do you think we're spending here? As soon as we got the cart, I'm like, oh, wow.
I love to spend money when I'm stressed, too. Something about it.
We
I was online last night shopping my little ass off, but I shut my phone off. I said, no.
We haven't been able to really grocery shop the way we wanted because we didn't have the space for anything.
But now we have the space, but we don't really have the space.
We do. Everything we bought yesterday is put away. The last place we were at, we had a floor covered with everything dry. Just dry. And realistically, even if we had to put it in the floor, it's in another room over there right now.
Yeah.
But we don't need to. We have a lot more fucking space.
It's so big here. We need to put in at the end of this a little home tour.
Like a vlog.
I'm about to have a nip slip. I'm nervous. I don't have one at the gym today.
All right, we got to cut this for the 30-minute, and I got to pee anyway, so we'll be right back. Enjoy this commercial. We are back, baby.
And I'm gonna do a little tutorial. How?
Look, guys, I already told you on vacation. This is my third one. This is my third one of this podcast. We're 27 minutes in.
Think your dad will like this?
Yeah.
Tommy T, check this out. Look what I'm about to do. About to tahini that rim. So I'm gonna get a little bit of honey.
Tommy T is such a cool. It's
this
not
is
even
the honey
that
I got the other day. Coriander honey, so good.
I wish I had a cool nickname like that. Like what everyone called me. Everyone just calls me Dylan. You're doing it on the backside?
What do you mean?
Oh, you're doing it all the way around? So you're gonna be around the back of the pop tab?
I'll look it.
Bro, you remember when people used to collect pop tabs for shit?
Yes. For a couple bucks.
But no, or it'd be like donate them to so and so bullshit.
Like schools would do it, like pop tab.
Yeah.
The House of Ronald McDonald.
You mean the Ronald McDonald?
Yeah.
The House of Ronald McDonald. That's what this fucking is about to be called.
No, it's not. It's gonna be called Homeless in fucking Phoenix.
We already got a homeless in Dallas.
Alright, so you're gonna put tahini in your bowl.
You're really giving them a tutorial right now?
Yeah, this is for your dad.
I wouldn't open that up too fast though after spitting it over.
Dylan, I am not an idiot.
She would have done that shit. I feel like we're on a vlog, but we're really on a podcast. Like all these audio listeners are like, what in the actual fuck?
Because I'm tahiniing a Modelo Michelada can. If you are listening. And I'm almost done.
Fucking ASMR.
Yeah, but we're not eating, so nobody freaks
Does that
out.
stand for something?
ASMR, I'm sure.
Audio, sound.
And there's that. And now we're about to let it sit.
Yeah, I was about to say, let that one chill.
And I'm about to eat some tahini. This shit, if you guys don't know what tahini is,
Yeah, go ahead. Educate them.
you guys all need to try it. It's a chili lime seasoning, but you can get chili lime seasoning like, you know, that's not Tajin, but you have to get Tajin. Like, you can't just go get a chili lime. It's not the same. Like, Trader Joe's sells it, and like Kroger has their own kind. No, you need to get Tajin, Tajin,
Tajin. Give me some of that there, Tajin.
And it is so good. It's so good with mango and strawberries and beer and margaritas and just really out the fucking bottle.
Is my mustache long? Is it longer than the rest of my beard? No. Or does it look right? It just looks dark on camera right now the way I'm looking at it. And so I shaved my head and my beard today, guys. So like when I was doing my mustache, it didn't feel like I could get it as well, you know?
Yum.
I gotta tell you though, I am loving not having to pay for haircuts. It's fucking awesome. That the one?
These are so good.
Hit the spot. What flavor is that? Orange? Oranja.
Naranja. No, it's a naranja.
Picasso.
And it's just Modelo, but it has orange and chili pepper in it.
Do you like Modelo normally? I guess you like Corona, so like it's the same shit for real. I honestly prefer Modelo at this point. Which, you know, my friends are probably going to come for me on, but I think I do. I really think I do.
What does it matter?
We used to, you know, run on Coronas.
Yeah, they're good.
I think that's why I changed though, because I used to drink Bud Light like fucking water.
Honestly, I think if you gave me any domestic, well, not domestic, but we're going to consider...
Mexican beers. Just say Mexican beers.
No, I'm even like domestic or Mexican, like just like the big names, like Bud Light, Miller Lite, Corona. You give me all of them. I can't tell a lick of difference.
I promise you, Corona and Modelo
would stand out.
They taste the same-ish.
If someone gives you a Bud Light,
but they taste different than a Bud. Yes.
And a Miller Lite, you know the difference between those two? You could easily point it out.
Mm-hmm. You could put me to the test.
We should do that.
Do you know how much? I don't know if I can tell apart Modelo and Corona enough, like without seeing them. But I prefer Modelo. Yeah. But they do taste very similar.
A blindfolded test would really tell you what you
Bud Light, Miller Lite, Coors Light, I can tell you that each one is.
This shit is so good.
I might need like a... What's that called? A fucking palate cleanser. Palate cleanser.
Yeah.
But I do think I could do Bud Light, Miller Lite, Coors Light, easily say what's what. They have very distinct tastes. You might not know because you don't drink them. So to you, they're all going to taste like shit.
I'm dumping more Tajin on there.
You look like you're dumping it in there.
No, but I did see these people on TikTok. They filled the top of this with, they put a little bit of, what did they put? Lime juice. They squeezed some lime juice. Okay. And then they dumped chamoy. And then they poured Tajin and then they cracked it open and it all just fell right into the bottle. Or into the can. That's a move. Some chamoy on this, like rimmed. Oh.
You're just going to be licking the can?
Yeah, like, and then take a drink, yeah.
That'd be kind of weird. Look at you're licking up a schlong.
No. That's so good. I wonder if it has like tomato juice in it. Like what makes it taste so...
I wish there wasn't so much Tajin on there because I would like to try it now. But I don't really fuck with Tajin. And it's in there, dude. Like you got that bitch dug deep in the grooves. Naranja. Oh, naranja.
They have 3 different kinds, but I get the orange one. Yeah.
Guys, all it takes is about a quarter of that and she's wasted.
Yeah, I'm about to be buzzed in a few minutes, but you have to hear me say I'm buzzed.
Yeah, not going to surprise me. Not at all.
But the thing about it is the minute it gets a little bit piss warm, I'm over it.
Yeah, it's not going to happen though like that in here. It's because you usually drinking poolside.
I'm about to be out there with this, but...
But then just dump some of it
have this little pool
in my little Yeti.
For drinks.
Do you have your Yeti?
I have my...
Nurse one. The show we made?
Yeah.
Use that. That's the move. Is put some ice in there, put your drink in there, and then you can
I'm gonna let it drink. I'm gonna drink it like this until it gets warm, then I'll come in and put it in ice because I don't want this to heat.
Or just switch them. You got another one in there. Put that one in the fridge, get the other one, and then switch them back out.
I'm gonna save that
Just
one.
keep them rotating around. For what, tomorrow? Tomorrow's pool day. Justin's probably coming over. I wonder how far his boss lives, because I am not trying to go far for these fights, though. And now you got me curious.
Either way you're going, does it really matter how far he lives?
Mm-hmm.
This was $9, yeah.
What? What's? Can you explain to me what coriander honey is?
Well, I don't really know what the difference is. But it does say this raw coriander honey is rich and complex. It has an aroma faintly reminiscent of caramel corn and faint notes of fennel with a little bit of lemon meringue in the finish, which I don't get all of that.
How is that expensive?
I just taste like honey.
You know what though? Honey itself
Honey's
is expensive. Yeah.
And this is a raw, and it's a different
you know
type.
bees are endangered?
Yes. I know that.
Not like wasps, like bumblebees.
Like bumblebees.
The ones that actually matter.
Yeah, they're endangered.
Oh, okay. He don't live far. He lives right by the gym we go to. That's doable.
Yeah.
Doable.
Very doable.
And then, if I got an Uber, I got an Uber. Because then I'm going back to the gym the next day. But yeah, Bumblebee.
I'm a lady.
This is about to get 10K views for that. We got to just
I'm
put
a lady.
I'm going to title this Woman Burps Timestamp 3546. And they're about to be in this bitch. I gotta tell you.
I'm looking up what coriander honey is.
Are you? Yeah, I was curious still.
It acts as a natural antibiotic and protects wounds.
But that's like if you put it on a laceration?
Yeah, but actually, like we have medical honey that we use for wounds and stuff.
No, I didn't.
Honey.
Nope, didn't know that. Fill me in.
Well, it's just medical grade honey.
You're going to need to do this when you're a school nurse.
Oh, yeah. I applied to become a school nurse, everybody. And
actually, she got sought out.
I would have had the job probably, but so this lady calls me. And
can I be honest? You should just take it.
She didn't really make any sense. The thing is I'm very skeptical of it now because after talking to this lady, I was so fucking confused on what the hell was going on. She calls me and she's just like, hey, like, I know you applied for a position with us, but like they're like a staffing company. It wasn't the actual school itself.
Okay.
So then, first off, she texted me and says, hey, I saw you applied for a CNA position, which is a nurse aide, which is not what I applied for. And then she calls me and she was like, so how long you been in RN? Runs through it with me. And then I ask her, like, because on the job description it said this was a school nurse position. I said, first of all, is this the school nurse job you're talking about? She's like, well, let me send you over to some lady named Sandy. And she can tell you more about it because I don't really know. So then she sends me over and then she was like, hey,
we
it's
work
Amanda
with staffing
again.
Companies, like staffing companies
like, hey,
probably
it's
do.
Amanda again, the same girl. She was like, and it is for the school nurse position.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, is it like a contract position or is it full-time? Because it says contract / full-time, but like contract is what I'm doing now. Obviously full-time is full-time.
It's probably full-time, but the contract's only for a year to start.
But she said, we seek out for full-time positions, but if they like you, they'll offer you a contract. And I was like, what?
Well, you're looking at it from contract in terms of like a travel one, so like you have to get recruited and shit.
Like a contract to me is I'm going to be here, but I feel
but I think a contract in terms of like
there's a hummingbird.
In terms of like schools would be like a multi-year contract. So like you'd be full time, but like then you get hired into the school system.
And then they would keep you on for this many. I don't want to be that kind of contract. I don't like that. I don't
It's just for like job security, basically.
Yeah, but I don't like that.
I think you can leave.
Yeah.
And obviously, it would depend on the contract.
But then she was like, we need you to start on July 1st. And I looked at my phone. I was like today?
I thought you said July 26th.
That's what, yeah. I was like, you need me to start today? I was like, I just told you I'm in Phoenix until August. She was like, oh, I'm confused right now. I mean, July 26th. I thought she was going to say August 1st. She said July 26th. And I was like, I can't. Like, I'm in this contract right now. Like, I literally can't. Like, your parents are coming here and everything. I can't. Like, I just can't do it. So I was like, I'll just keep you guys in mind for next time when I go home to Denver. But I probably would have had the job.
My thing is, personally, if, like, you do end up getting more information and it's something you would consider, I would say you're not going to be this company anymore. So it's like, fuck it. You're already cutting your contract short anyway. What's another half a week?
Your parents are coming to Arizona.
And I could still be with them.
No.
You just go back a few days early.
I am not doing that for a job when there are so many jobs on Indeed.
But you have been talking about being a school nurse.
Yeah, I think it would be fun to work with younger kids because it said pediatrics. So
I was about to say what school or what grade.
I would assume it would be
elementary.
Well, I guess pediatrics, anything under the 18, so it could be anywhere. But I don't want a fucking high school.
But high school nurse probably easy.
But then you got all these little fucking rugrats trying to go home from school early and doing all this.
Let's be real, you'd also have like little creepy ass kids coming in to hit on you and shit.
I'm like,
you'd have kids coming in there to try to fuck you. You would. They'd be coming in there like, oh, who's this young ass chick? And then they'll find your TikTok and be like, oh shit, look at the nurse. Would you then go to school nurse TikTok? Would you make TikToks for school nursing?
I make a TikTok for anything.
Because honestly, that could be legit. You could start getting like students in your TikToks and shit.
I think that's against the law.
No, it's not. You know how many teachers are on TikTok?
I guess. I don't know though, because nursing, we have HIPAA we run into. Yeah, I don't know how that works.
You're not students putting out their actual fucking ailments.
It doesn't matter though. If I take a video of my resident or my patient and put it on the internet, I'm immediately fired. Like it's the same thing for students because they're all my patients.
I disagree with that.
Like a student, a teacher's not, I'm sure they have some regulation, but they're not under HIPAA like I am. But soon enough, HIPAA might go to the wayside. And let HIPAA go to the wayside, and I'm telling everybody's business. Because they might get rid of HIPAA so people can see.
For real?
To track abortions and stuff, yeah. Yeah, they might get rid of HIPAA. They're talking about it because then how are they going to find out if someone got an abortion?
That's so much.
We have to delete our period trackers and everything because of what's going on. I don't want to get into this, but isn't that just? I know, but that's just crazy though that they might get rid of HIPAA because of Roe v. Wade. Just get rid of the shit. Cause I'm gonna tell everybody's business. I'm gonna be at work recording all you motherfuckers.
I don't see that happening.
It can't happen
because it affects too many. Like, because let's be real. Like the people making the laws are just protecting old white men. They're not gonna put out.
We're gonna talk about all your STDs.
Yeah. It's weird. It's a weird time. But honestly, I think it's always a weird, like, no matter what time you look at, it's always a weird time.
I do think that we're living in a time that is, like, really, really going to be, like, in the textbooks heavy in a few years. No, in, like, 100 years from now.
The only difference in our time and past times is that in the past, you could hide things for the future people to see. So, like, in the past, there wasn't a document of every single thing. And they could cover stuff up.
Because it's like you have to go by horse to mail shit. Like, you know, you don't get wind of things just in a matter of seconds.
Think about even, like, when our parents were young. There were things that happened locally that no one found out about.
And everything's by mouth. There's no text messaging.
Like, think about, like, any type of school shooting, any type of, like, racial killing, any type of, like, gender problems right now. Like, if that was in the 70s, it's all local news. That's not making national news. Mm-hmm. And now, social media. Now it's anybody could just be like, boom, let me catch this on video, and the whole fucking world sees it. So, like, personally, I don't think that the times are that much crazier than they've always been.
I think they are.
It's just that they're on display for everyone to see.
Just everything that we're going through right now.
I'm not saying that times aren't crazy.
Like, it's definitely a very interesting time to be alive.
It's the first time where it's public and everything is seen. It's just insane.
There's nothing that's under the radar anymore.
You can't hide history anymore. Like, it's all documented on video or on audio.
But you shouldn't be able to hide history.
No, I agree.
You shouldn't be able to do that. Like, just brush things under the rug and not talk about it.
I agree, but in the past, history's been written by those in charge.
Yes.
Nowadays,
and it's very
anyone has a platform. Now, we could, like, if we really wanted to, this entire show could be political, and there's nothing anybody could do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, anyone has a platform to speak their own opinion.
About whatever they want.
Before, it was like the people up top have an opinion. That's drawn to the public. And while you may disagree with them, it doesn't matter because this is what's going out to the mass media.
And then no one's ever going to know what the hell you have to say about it.
This is what's going out to everyone via newspapers or the 6 o'clock news. So whatever you can consume this next hour is all you know.
That we used to get messages around by getting on your horse and going and riding into town. Could take days to get there. Mm-hmm. And then now everybody knows. It's like, wow. Like, wow. And realistically, wow. And that person could have easily fucked up the story. They
you ever play a game of telephone?
Right. Like, so you're telling me that they have this information in their head and they're riding on a horse for days and days. It don't even matter. They probably run into, difficult shit.
No, my thing is, even if you remembered it to a T, like if you had it written down and you read it off to someone, they can just interpret that another way.
Mm-hmm. Or they can tell people however they want to tell them.
So then when they go to the next town to tell them, because you're not going across, you're probably taking it to one person.
And then
they take it to the next. So, like, it could just be interpreted one way and be like, holy shit, like, it's insane.
I know. It's crazy. It's so crazy to think about that is what...
We just have public platforms that everyone can see.
And we just have text messaging.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can send a mass text to 20 people and say, oh my gosh, guys, guess what's going on?
If you really saw, like, some unjust act happen right in front of you, you can get physical proof and upload it to the internet. It will be viral in 30 minutes. Back in the day, something like that happens, if there's 3 people around, you either shut the fuck up or we kill you. Like,
and no one gave a fuck. It was just like they knew what their place was. Like now, like,
because they didn't have a voice. Yeah. Everyone has a voice now. Mm-hmm. That's the difference. Everyone has a voice.
It's so cool to see that times have changed. But yeah, I'm glad I'm a technology baby though.
Yeah, I mean the thing, like, so I feel like I was born in like a good time where like I got to enjoy my childhood without anything. Like I didn't have a phone until I got to high school.
Like those big ass fucking TVs with that long back.
Yeah, I had those.
So did I.
But like I had
the first flat screen.
I had 50 text messages a month my freshman year.
I had 500 and I went over that shit all the time.
But it was expensive back then. But that's my thing is like, so I got to enjoy childhood and feel like I really like had a childhood. But at the same time, like I'm not out of touch with reality at this point.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know how we got on this topic because we didn't go that deep politically though.
No, we're not going deep. We're just stating how times have changed. It's just crazy. Or like sending pigeons. Carrier pigeons, like what the fuck? Like how do you train a pigeon? Like that's what I want to learn how to do. To send a messenger owl, send a messenger pigeon, and it'll fly like to where it needs to go. But carrier pigeons, they can only go to two spots. Know, like, they go there and they come back. They don't. You can't say, hey, go to
take this to 1649.
No. I think they only know one location and back, and that's
might be able to learn a few, but like. How would you differentiate where you go? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they only do one.
But, I mean, if they went to a certain location, it was kind of like a post office back then. It was like, hey, you fly from my place to here, and then, like, someone's there to sort mail. That wouldn't be bad.
It could be that.
Like, you know, like...
And then it gets... Yeah. But I don't even know. Like, how would you even train the pigeon?
I don't know.
To do that. Like, you can't talk to them and say, hey, you need to go there. Like...
And, like...
You have to teach them, like, behavioral...
Dude, this is actually a wild concept. Because, like, you know, you could teach a dog tricks. And, like, so, yeah, I in theory understand how you teach a pigeon tricks. But you have to be there to walk the dog through it. And, like, if it fucks up, you make sure it knows it fucked up.
The pigeon could go. What if that's a top secret message and then someone else gets it?
Here's my thing. The first time that a pigeon went, how do you know it actually went there? You can't follow it there.
I guess they'd have to fly back to you and give you a confirmation.
And that's fine. So then it comes back. But at any point, it cannot go there. It could just decide, I'm cool. Mm-hmm. Or like, but even to train it, like after the first time, like if it doesn't go there, you're like, oh, on to the next pigeon.
I know.
And then like, there's no way to follow it. Make sure like, no, you're going the wrong way. Go straight.
How do you teach it to go there? Like, it's not like you can just get in your car and like,
that's what I mean.
Here, this is where you're going. Like,
it's not like you're flying next to it to make sure it goes where it needs to go.
Guide it in the air. Like, nope.
Yeah,
you gotta go this way.
Wrong way. Come over here.
I don't get it.
I go wrong ways on the fucking highway, and I have a phone telling me where to go.
That was me today on that phone interview. I was driving in circles. I didn't know what was going on because she had me confused.
It's fucking weird, man.
She had me so confused about this job. I was like, I'm good, actually, because it sounds like...
Have you ever taken a road trip, like, before GPSs? Like, where you were in control?
No. I was too young, but my aunts would pull out these big maps, and they would have atlases.
You remember MapQuest?
And they print it out.
Dude,
I did have to do that one time because my phone wasn't working. I had to go to get it fixed, so I had to like write down the directions.
But you miss a turn, you're fucked.
You don't know where. Yeah, you got to go back and go back.
You got to pay so much. I went from Cleveland, home, to New York in high school, and we had a GPS. Like my parents had a GPS like that you stuck to the thing, but phones didn't have GPSs. It went out. Like I lost signal, and so I had to pull out this MapQuest. And just hope to God I didn't miss a turn.
Fuck that. I would still be missing to this day.
I was like 17 and a half.
I would have been missing to this day still.
I might have been 18. But still, like, I'm 18. No parents with me. Like, I'm just going to New York.
You had someone else with you, though.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine being alone. I would be in a full-on panic.
Yeah, dude. It was wild.
I would hate to be in that car with you during that. Was she fucking irritated? Were you yelling at her and being rude as fuck? Yes, you were.
Young. I would
hate to be in that car with you if something happened like that.
Well, I
wouldn't talk. I would just
shut my mouth. But back then it was normal. It wasn't like it couldn't go out. Like that's why I had the paper because I knew it's possible.
Yeah. I guess because
like now I'd be pissed because I'm like this shouldn't be going out.
You'd be raging on me. I would even talk to you, but stop. I gotta pay attention. Stop.
No, then I needed to be like, hey yo, can you read me what exit I need to go off of, please? Can you remind me when we're close?
The first time you ever yelled at me, remember? Was in Pittsburgh and you were trying to parallel park.
Cause you were fucking making it worse.
I was like.
You were making it worse.
Don't yell at me.
I was fine, and you're freaking out about the cars pulling down the street.
I was just like, be careful. I literally said one thing. I said one sentence, and it wasn't like smart out, like, oh, I can do this. It wasn't anything like that. I was just simply saying, like, watch out because people are trying to go around you. So just be careful. Like, be careful. He fucking chewed my head off, and then that was the start of everything. He was farting his fucking life away.
You told me it was okay to fart back then.
I know. If I could take that day back, I would. You would be sitting here. We wouldn't be together. You would have farted already by now.
You think I'm not gonna fart?
Because I was like our first 2 months, and then that was the first
couple months of us seriously talking.
Oh my god, that whole car ride home, I was like, what did I get myself into? He's been farting this whole car ride, and this whole car smells like shit. And he just yelled at me.
And I'm drinking these beers. Wait till tonight, baby.
Yeah, the other night I had to literally get out of bed. And go lay on the couch. Yes. You kept letting out silent farts and then that fucking fan. And I would be like, he smelled so bad one day. And he was just farting. One time it was so loud.
You got me that damn McFlurry.
I was like, oh my God. I was like, nope.
I was dying with that McFlurry.
I was like, nope.
I thought I was about to physically die.
I took my ass to the couch. I was like, I can't do this.
I'm just on the couch most nights anyway these days.
No,
you're on such a weird schedule.
I went to the bed to lay down to go to bed with him. He farted 3 times in a matter of 30 minutes.
While I was asleep?
Yes, and one of them was so loud. And you woke up. You woke up from it, but you didn't. I don't think you realized what happened. But I was like, it was so long and forceful. I was like, nope.
That's crazy that our bodies can just let stuff out like that at night.
You just wake up and you're choking to death. You do that every night.
I literally don't know that.
Like Dylan, if he's laying on his back, you're always laying on your back when it happens. I think like some saliva comes down and like you inhale it, like you take a breath in and it goes into your lungs.
I do prefer to sleep on my stomach though.
You literally every single night. I fall asleep
best
he wakes
on
up,
my stomach, hands under my pillow.
He wakes up and he is just choking to death. I am like, are you okay, sir? But he does it every night, and then he'll start talking to me in his sleep. Like,
I do talk in my sleep.
The other night, you're like looking right at
People
me.
Always tell me to
like,
talk in my sleep.
Are you awake? You said yeah, and then you went like this. So, and you were laughing about it, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Was I actually awake though?
No, you didn't remember any of it the next day. You were looking right at me, eyes wide open. I'm like, are you awake right now? You were like, yeah, and then you were just joking. You kept looking away and back at me like this. You did it like 4 times, and I was like...
You're saying I was joking, but I don't remember, so I wasn't joking.
But you were laughing and you were doing it, and I was like, obviously you're having some sort of a dream where you're
I'm kind of crazy, dude.
I was like, what is going... It creeped me out, because you were just like giggling, and they kept like turning your head, you're just like... I was like, oh my God. Yeah, I was like, I gotta get out of this room, you're scary.
Oh, shit.
You just be talking to me, and sometimes you just be cussing me out at night.
Well, no, talk to me.
I'll egg you on. I'm like, what'd you say? And then you'll do it again. But I can never, it's never like, it's always just like jargon.
How do you not video this ever?
Because I'm not fast enough. Like you'll say one thing and I'll be like, what'd you say? And then you just like ramble on, but it doesn't make sense. And it's just like, I can get the gist of what you're trying to say, but it doesn't make sense.
It's so crazy that your mind does that while you're asleep.
And that you're just talking, but it makes no sense.
Yeah.
Like, but in your dream, what you're saying makes complete sense.
Well, because I'm probably just mumbling most of the time.
You're saying full-on words, and I can pick up what you usually tell me, like, shut up. Like, you'll be like, stop it. Like, you're irritating me or something like that. You get, and I know you're talking to me. Like, I know I'm in that dream somewhere. I know you're talking to me.
I'll be real. I don't dream about you that often.
I don't think you remember them.
I remember a lot of dreams. I don't dream about you often.
You don't remember dreams unless you wake up during that dream.
I remember a lot of dreams.
But you must have waken up during the dream. You
don't
remember them.
I usually wake up I'm usually dreaming right before I wake up for the day.
That's when everybody dreams.
Yeah.
Before you wake up. And then when you wake up, you remember what you were just dreaming about before. But you have more dreams throughout the night. But unless you wake up.
There's times, though.
From that dream,
waking up from a dream in the middle of the night is the absolute worst.
Yeah, but then you remember it, but you don't remember it.
But sometimes I feel like I'm still in it. And then I go back to sleep and I go back into it. It's the weirdest feeling.
It's weird we can do that. Go back into the dream.
It's kind of cool. I love doing it though.
Depends on the dream.
Yeah.
Because if it's fucking scary and I go back into it and I'm like, what?
No, but when it's scary, I need to go back into it so it can finish. I need to
know hell no.
I need to know how it finishes because if not, it's gonna linger over me.
Nope, I don't know. Hell no.
All right, let's go get in the pool.
And I want some cheese and crackers, dude. I just ate 100 grams of chicken, 100 grams of protein. I mean. Yeah. Can't believe it. I think it was more chicken. I think it was more like probably 75, 80 grams.
Still a lot. But anyway, guys,
I need to get my
it's been real. We're in a new place. Idiot. Welcome to our new home in Scottsdale.
This will be our set until we go back
Phoenix,
home.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, we actually might move around this place. Who knows? Because this one's not the best.
Because we can go outside, too.
This ain't, like, the most comfortable setting here.
It's not. I'm, like, hunched over.
Yeah, like, because we're away.
Because there's another spot. There's, like, a place right here.
We should have sat there, but then you got so much behind you. For that, we might as well sit on that couch.
The best father.
I mean, we could take that down for time being. Put it back up. Anyway, guys, it's been real. You already know the deal. Like, subscribe. Watch the next one. And we'll talk to you next week.
I'm a greasy pig.
Peace out, hoes.